Hello, everyone. Welcome to this intuitive energy update. It's kind of a spur of the moment thing. It's 2 p.m. on December 28th. We're about a week into this new season, this winter season, the season of death and rebirth, a return of the light. So I'm feeling very excited by this energy and the opportunities it brings to us. And we're still swimming in the waters of our Cancerian full moon, which took place less than 48 hours ago. So we're still in the thick of it. And oh, shoot, I really feel guided to share with you some channeled writing that came through earlier today. So let me just grab my book here. Okay, really tapping into the energy of the Cancer full moon. And because we're still in it, it feels like a very relevant message for this now moment if you're receiving it a day or two or on the day that it was delivered. And if you're not, if you're receiving this a year later, a week later, trust that you have found this message in order to support your spiritual growth during this new season, this new trip around the sun, if you will. So, December 28th, 2023, cold moon vibes, diamond inside, pearl of light in the world. Emotional abandonment issues are healing, touching the deepest wound, and most of us, if not all of us, have entered this human experience carrying this wound. Our deepest wound is of not being loved enough as is, not being lovable. And our shared core wound is a disconnect from divine love, love that is unconditional. We are healed now when we choose. Now, in the present, the abundance of divine birthright is ripe. Take delight. Take a bite of the medicine apple in your life. Golden delicious, or is it red? What secrets you keep sweeping? What secrets do you keep sweeping under the bed? Rest your head. Lead to gold, so the story goes. It is what we are told. What have we sown? Seeds of love? We are our own healing star, star of our own show. To each their own, we say. Yet really? Do we really live that way? Practice it. Makes perfect, right? Wait, what? Children these days, led astray, out to pasture they wander. Are they green pastures under feet or high-heeled? What's the deal with that? Wipe your feet on the mat. Bare feet, perhaps? Preferred, how absurd, or is it? Our feet are our connection to the mother. Mother Earth, she nurtures bare feet. She nurtures. Bare feet are from where we root. Roots, sprouts of light, awaken, awakened, awakening, trees of light. We are shining stars, stopper of the show. Remember, all of you are here for growth. Don't you know? Yes, you do. Listen within your skin and perhaps perceived sinful. Listen within your skin and perhaps perceived sinful experience. You are bountiful delight. You are the light. There is no thing, not one thing sinful about you, about the essence of God that is you, heart beating, body breathing. Now the human and behavior are a completely different beast. Wow, whole other story. Your story of healing with and in love is a shining jewel, a precious gemstone in God's crown. Creation, crown of consciousness, streaming cup of life, waters of living light, born to flow with delight, while deeply rooted and connected to all. Are you ready to answer the call that echoes within the sacred halls of light that is you? You are prepared, willing and able, of course, yet it requires both active and passive participation on your part. Heal your heart. Open to love once more. Over and over and over. Open to love once more. For love never ends. Love more. So that came streaming through an hour or so ago. And since then, I've been guided to, well, I have to get myself ready to go out to work until, this sacred work, this work that I love, that I'm passionate about, sharing with you, supporting you, and really just being, hopefully, in my own unique way, a beacon of light for all who pass through this channel. And if you're new, welcome, and hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell. Engage. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers on this channel before the end of this season of transformation and rebirth. And I feel like as we move through the final days of this calendar year, 2023, there is a call for us to honor our shadow, to love what we see, and move forward joyfully, the joyful path of our heart. Past, present, future, all is now, and we are always the constant in our experience. So with that awareness and understanding, we are the PowerPoint, if you will, at all times, and our power always resides in the eternal present moment. And everything that we do now matters, because we're here in service not just to ourselves and the collective of humanity, even greater than that. We are in service to our eternal soul, where love, it continues to grow even after we have released or have been released from this vessel of flesh, this vessel of flesh. So this is the giveaway card, and it's really interesting because this just came through in a 2024 yearly reading I finished delivering before the channeled message. And then joy, this is our way forward. And this is the giveaway. It's a number 29. So that comes to an 11. And this is the patience card. It's a number 6. And 6 has been a big number. And it's actually been a big number that has been used against the collective as a representative of evil, if you will, the shadow, and the reality is 6 is, first of all, Virgo is the 6th house. We all have a 6th house in our natal charts. And Virgo, it's that Virgo Pisces axis. More than that, expanded beyond that, 6 is the number of our divine path of service in this lifetime. So we are here to follow the path that brings us the most joy, that brings us the most fulfillment, that brings us the most peace and balance and ease in our life, right? We're not meant to, like, the dis-ease, the uncomfortable feelings that we live with. These are clues. Our physical body gives us clues to support our awakening, if you will, or reawakening of our innate gifts and powers. And we all have gifts that we're meant to bring to the table this very hour. And then, so these were cards that I was just, pulling for myself, and it felt really important to share because we're all in this together. This here card is the release card. It's number 17. So that reduces to an 8, which is the year of 2024, this universal 8, the self, the eternal self, right? The infinity symbol there. This is why we're here. We are here to weave and heal through our roots so that we, through the practice of love, through the act of love, because love is an action. It's not just words we say. It's an action. It's how we behave each and every day. And our first loving relationship begins with self. So we're only going to love others as well as we love ourselves. And so this feels like, still within the Cancer full moon energies. And as we move deeper into this winter season, the season of death and transformation, rejuvenation, replenishment, renewal, we are here. We are transformed by the time we get to like the true new year, the abundant new beginning at the equinox. We are transformed. We are transformed through the energy of unconditional love, through the honoring of the divine truth that resides within each and every one of us. We're all special and we're all uniquely gifted. And the blessed ones, the courageous ones, will open those gifts and begin sharing them, because that is why we're here. We're all interconnected. We're all golden threads of light weaving this beautiful tapestry, heaven on earth. We're the bridge. Where do you live? In your head, in your heart, under the bed, in the closet? Come out wherever you are. Love is always the answer to every call. And this is the card of creation. How beautiful. We create from the purity of our heart. And again, we've got these butterflies. We're transforming. And as long as we're in this vehicle of flesh, lightening up as we go, right? Lightening up as we grow older. We are the creators. And this journey is about the returning home, the remembering of the purity of the child of light that is each and every one of us, that light of the Christ, right? Redemption. This winter season is about redemption, rejuvenation, revival, right? No more mere survival. We are moving towards, we are co-creating this experience of abundance, of this beautiful symbiotic flow. We're supported in all ways. We have to be willing to release that which keeps us disconnected from the divine mother, Mother Earth, nature, our roots, our reason for being, which is love. It's always love, more and more love, and joy, right? Joy. It's one of these really beautifully complementary experiences, love and joy, right? The more you give, the more you receive, the more joyful we are, all girls and boys. And finally, we got this card, more butterflies. More butterflies. 3 out of the 5 cards have butterflies, and we have a raven here, or a crow, and a hummingbird. And this is so beautiful, dancing to the beat of our own drum. This is the time card, and the time is now. The time is always now. This time, the clock, the hands that go around the clock, again, this is a weapon, if you will, of I want to say mass destruction. Those of you who are old enough will remember that phrase, weapons of mass destruction. Time, it's an illusion created by the minds, the sick minds of men, to entrap humanity to live within this 24-hour day. I encourage you over these winter months, the days are getting longer by a minute each day. I encourage you to live by, the sun, the rising and the setting of the sun, the active and the passive time of each, cycle, which constitutes a day and night. And don't be so worried. If you're here watching this message, you have time. You haven't run out of time. You're still living and breathing. I found it really interesting because after those cards came out, I was guided to look at the top card and the bottom card. So I'm going to take those and then I'm going to put it away because we could go through the whole deck because everything will be wonderful. When I saw this card, it's like the burdens that we carried. And at this time, with these Cancer full moon vibes, which is the mother, Cancer is ruled by the moon, the only sign that is, these are our sensitivities, these things that we keep hidden under tough exteriors, the burdens that we carry, the knives in the back. I'm here to inform and share with you it is you that through love remove those knives in the back or the perceived knives in the back. We're all carrying burdens. And again, it goes back to that core wound. We arrived with it. And so the delight of this life is overcoming and arriving at the space where we are willing and able, because we're well prepared, to honor our destiny, our missionary path, our sacred path of service. And we're all here in service to one another. None of us is here to govern the other. None is not above the other. We are all sisters and brothers in this in this eternal spiral of light. This is the spirit card. It's number 22. So again, another master number. Oh, I have to show that card. Another master number. And then this is the dream. And it's an 11, another master number. And this is the joy card, number 18. So we are completing a cycle of anything that does not leave us feeling filled up, filled with joy. We're letting it go. We are releasing ourselves from the idea that we have to be mainstream or follow the crowd. Nah. We don't stand out when we follow the crowd. We are each here to bring forth through our healing journey, through our journey of loving ourselves more, our gifts, bringing to the table our sacred gifts. The lions protecting the sheep. Look, there's a butterfly. A butterfly again. Was there a butterfly here? No. And what I feel a little bit of, what's the word? Anxiety with this card. And the anxiety comes from living in the mind and you're not grounding down. We must ground down. Integration is a key component of this ascension, this elevation, this expansion. We must integrate. And as we're releasing, working with the earth to balance our energies, to reestablish our connection with our breathing and our heart, because this is, most of the trauma, like the significant trauma in all children's lives, in all of our lives, took place before the age of 21. And those chakras that govern that development are all below the heart, right? And so it's our job to heal our experience. And again, listen to the aches and pains in your body. Be willing to listen, and be willing to be active and passive. Be a willing and active participant in your ascension, in your personal journey home to your heart, trusting and honoring the wisdom within. So, okay, I'm going to pull us a Magdalene card. So this is from the Divine Mother and the Sisterhood that govern and soothe the Sacred Heart, that honor and live from the Sacred Heart, who encourage us in our experience to do the same. Okay, this one. The Judgment, releasing judgment, releasing harsh judgments of the self through this light that's streaming in, through the love of our ancestors, our higher self. Grounding down, you see, as above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul. And this card is filled with, we can use judgment. I mean, as we evolve, as we elevate, we move into an energy of discernment, which is very good. And, judgment when it comes to whether something's good or bad, positive or negative for us, is a very good thing. Judging another's path is, it's not our place. And we all do it. I'm a Virgo, I'm a Virgo. And yet, say that in jest. And yet the truth is, when we're judging another, we're really judging ourselves. So if we're harshly judging others, imagine what we're living with in our head. I've lived there. I know it doesn't feel good. So releasing judgment, letting go, this card, and replacing it with gratitude. This is Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin comes to teach us all about compassion and kindness. Often people say she teaches us to be more compassionate and kind and loving to others. My experience has been she comes to teach us about how to be more compassionate and gentle with ourselves as we move through these waters of life, as we become one with the waters of life instead of moving against it, swimming upstream, if you will. I always love this card, her red robe, deeply grounded and rooted, connected to Mother Earth. And that is her power. Look at that golden light all around her. That is her power, her grounded gentleness, her grounded compassion. And this is what she brings all of us today. This is what she brings you today with this message, is her compassion, her love, her complete and total acceptance. And as you accept and receive this, the releasing and letting go gently of the judgments that you have carried against your very own soul. Okay. And finally, we'll finish up here with a couple of Gaia cards. These are like, back to the basics. This was the very first deck I ever started working with to read for others. And that was only after working with it in my own personal journey for a number of years. And then being guided to share this one. And I actually think that this is the first. No, I got the Gaia card first, but this would have come out with the Gaia card when I first got this deck, the Nine of Hearts. And it is number 37. So again, this one energy, a brand new start. And we're making a new start as the sacred fool, the magician, but we're no fools, right? We are wise and wonderful beings of light, and 2024 is going to be calling to the forefront the leaders and healers who have stayed hidden in the shadows, playing in the shadows, coming forth and sharing their loving messages, inspiring and uplifting, that encourage other children of light to rise up, knowing that the paths may be many, the destination is ultimately the same, and it's home to the heart that beats within, that connects us through our roots, through our breath, through the heartbeat to the sacredness of all, to the essence of all. I feel that there's one more here. So, perception, seeing things from a higher perspective. This is number 39. So we've got that 12, and it seems perfect to end on. And of course, we have another butterfly here as well. Throat chakra healing, seeing things from the perspective of the hawk, where we have this 360-degree view, the owl, the wisdom within you. We're not here to react to everything and respond to everything. A great part of the journey is reflection and silence and becoming comfortable in our own skin, becoming comfortable in the sacredness that lives and breathes within this entire experience of being human. And 12 is the number reminding us that we are the channel of light, and it's along our spine and through the soles of our feet, our roots, that we grow, that we elevate, that we support another's growth into the acceptance of the divine eternal soul that we each are. So I trust that something here has supported you. If it has, give a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, subscribe to the channel. Earlier today, actually last night, the guidance came in because I'm on top of things these days. Yay, it feels great. To extend the solstice specials for the next 3 days, just the final 3 days of this calendar year. Yearly readings, $222. Grounding with Gaia, which may be very beneficial to many of you, considering that these are the messages that continually come through. And those are, I believe, $81. And the messages from your angels, angel blessings, and those are 44.44. So if you're interested in any of those, head on over to my website, lisalyle.com. There's a link down below. They're on the front page, the home page. Check it out, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. If you do, by chance, order a 2022 yearly reading, you will receive your first, your January installment before the calendar, before the clock strikes 12 on, January 1, 2024. So anyways, get out there, have some fun. I see you, I feel you, I love you. Thank you so much for your presence in my life. You truly are a gift and a blessing for which I am eternally grateful. Until next time, take good care.